Electronic cigs can be used anywhere, by Mr. E-cig, tribulsmoke.com. Unless you have been lucky enough to be living in the boonies somewhere and are self-sufficient enough that you never have to run into town for supplies, you have most likely noticed that finding a place where you can enjoy a cigarette is becoming increasingly difficult. There are very few public buildings where you can legally enjoy a cigarette. Not only are you no longer allowed to smoke inside of most buildings, but many of them even also have signs posted which state that if you want to smoke, you have to be at least 50 feet away. All of these new rules regarding where you can and can't smoke has caused many smokers to stop going out, and is turning them into virtual hermits. If you miss the simple pleasure of smoking a cigarette while you enjoy a steak and beer, there's a solution that you might want to consider. Electronic cigarettes were originally sold in China, but quickly became a worldwide phenomenon. Today there are millions of people who are throwing away their packs of traditional cigarettes and replacing them with electronic cigarettes. Electronic cigs are designed in such a way that they provide all of the pleasure of smoking, but they do it without producing any actual smoke. When you read through some of many electronic cigarette reviews that are currently available all over the internet, you'll discover that instead of the smoke you are used to, the electronic cigs produce a pretty impressive vapor. This vapor might be water-based, but the first time you inhale it, you will actually forge that it is a vapor and think that you are breathing in the smoke that you are so accustomed to. When you read ecig reviews, you will learn that most people who try the electronic cigs love the vapor. You might forget that you are puffing on an ecig, but the people sitting around you aren't going to forget. One of the best things about the electronic cigarette vapor is that it doesn't have the noxious smell that cigarette smoke does. In fact, the vapor doesn't have any odor at all. In addition to being free of scent, most people also believe that the vapor is considerably healthier, both for you and the people that you love who have been breathing in your secondhand smoke. Since the very first electronic cigarettes were first marketed in China, one of the taglines used to encourage people to buy ecigs has always been that you can enjoy the electronic cigarettes no matter where you happen to be. For the most part, this is still true, though there are some buildings where the use of electronic cigs is prohibited. If you are purchasing an electronic cigarette starter kit with the idea that you will be using the e-cigs in a public building, you are advised to purchase a brand of electronic cigarette that does not really look like a cigarette. The unorthodox design is less likely to offend non-smokers who have yet to be educated about electronic cigarettes. All you have to do to get started is buy ecigs online. tribulsmoke.com, the best electronic cigarette on the market. Music by Kevin MacLeod.